We
dawn
are
of a
at...
new...
Seeker, are you prepared for the ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder. What, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world?
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the church to guide me. What would you like to know?
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive, to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
I saw your builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the Mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Yosef's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the Machine God. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Yosef called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
The Church Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers you need.
And what? Ship us all off to Utulek? No. They cannot evict you if there's no reason.
You will find me have the power of the machine.
Muzika.
You will
To
find
them,
belonging,
no longer
abundance, clarity.
And we are all responsible for the
The
fall.
Church of Machine God does not claim to have all the answers. All the answers.
go.
Maybe we could do this some other time, huh? I'll get back.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Look, the terrorist. That's bad.
Yes?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay, but I'm not sure why you wasted your time coming in here.
Nothing but trash, as usual.
The
I
humans
hate
here
that
must
these
hold
terrorists are
out.
winning. My friend is terrified.
They
to
say
rise
that admitting to your fears is the first step in overcoming them.
Hands behind your head. That's for me to find out. Hold still. Then you have nothing to worry about. Okay, hands behind your back.
I said your papers are expired. I just extended my contract. I need to get away.
That in charge after I've done this one. What happened at Lucy is going to change things.
It sounds like it was a positive.
Maybe it was. Maybe in the long run it was
A violation of our rights.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
Hate this district. There is a
Don't forget about your permit authentication card.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
Drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All Augs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
I'll clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not. These rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of document checking. I report to God directly. It is God who tells me that if you continue this way, without proper permit, I am morally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
Supposing I wanted to pass through here right now, before getting this special document of yours. Any way for me to do that?
Sure. I suggest our pay-and-go plan. It consists of you paying me, and then me letting you go.
You mean bribery?
Wink wink, my friend. I prefer the term standard fine. Tell you what, I'll even give you the good citizen discount. Just this once.
Seems to me like you're taking advantage of Augs, preying on their paranoia.
I am in the business of selling hope. A chance to walk free, to stay out of Golem. Otherwise you risk trouble with the law. Not fun for a foreign Aug like you. Maybe they send you home. Maybe somewhere worse.
Why do I get the feeling you're trying to sell me a car that doesn't work?
I'm not selling anything. I'm saying go look at the car. You need these people on your side. Otherwise you live in constant fear, threat of deportation. Besides, you really want to risk taking on an entire police force? Here in the middle of a crowded city?
After you funnel Augs to this friend of yours, what happens next? You get them to buy some scrap of plastic they probably don't even need? Gouge them for all they're worth?
The permits they get in return, they are very good. Don't underestimate what that can mean to people. You should really go see this friend of mine.
This document agent you mentioned, is he the one in charge? He gets you to stop Augs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Chekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions.
Where did he even find these uniforms? They slap.
Radíme všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali
What do you want? You've never seen someone with nothing before?
You need to see Drahomir first. I don't handle new customers.
Fuck it. Drahomir.
This area is restricted to you, Aug. Drahomir let us set up a second checkpoint.
Getting a little worried.
Augs are getting attacked in this place. They laying low. Running a slow doing thing.
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112. Na místní oddíl státní policie se obracejte přímo.
Get rid of those train cars. Creeping me out.
Heads up. Oh, are you scared? Nah. Whatever you say. Did you get it too? I'll follow. At least you're not bored, right?
lose.
Idiot! You were tracking him. What are we looking for? You're doing great, Prague. I hate this. He's here! Die! I refuse to be killed by a blasty Uyoki like you!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
followers probably know I've been a marked man for years.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no Aug left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Augs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
It sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone. We should do whatever we can, right?
Depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
Doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made, and I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
All right, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
All right. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
In fact, Picus, the more you say it, the less I'm buying it. That's just a personal rule when it comes to me.